guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. We have got a new Dragon Ball story that is live over here on JP Dokkan. This is another one of the movie versions. This, of course, is going to be the BOJACK movie, is what the new Dragon Ball story event is. Let's just look at the details of it real quick. And then we'll sort of go over how to, kind of like beat all of the missions and stuff like that. So let's go and take a look at what we got right here. There is 10 stages in total. There's some medals to get, as well as the Gohan SR, right? The event, way a long time ago, you used to be able to grind up a rare base form Gohan, but now it's just the SR Super Saiyan version of Gohan, along with a bunch of awakening medals and stuff like that. There's a new support memory to get where Goku saves BOJACK, so that's cool right there. And then we have, of course, the awakening for Gohan and BOJACK. A lot of these characters awaken from these medals, right? And then it looks like, what is it, Hybrid Saiyan, I believe, is giving the increased drop rates right there. Now, again, in order to get the support memory, there are specific missions that you have to beat. I'll just go ahead and go over this real fast before we jump in. I built a team that will clear the whole thing, and we'll just get every mission with this team. So let's go ahead and swap over and take a look here. So, beating stage 1, we have to have a character with a messenger from the future. So a lot of Trunks characters have that. Stage 2, we have to have at least one Turtle School category character on the team. You know, Goku's and Krillin's are all Turtle School. Then we have to clear a stage with an Earthling category character on your team. Again, we could use Krillin. Stage 4, we have to use a Hybrid Saiyan category character. You know, you already have to basically have a Trunks or Messenger from the future, essentially, so that would fit that. Here you need 3 characters that have the link Z Fighter, several Piccolos and some of the Gokus and stuff like that. You know, the Krillins, those type of characters typically have Z Fighter. We need 2 Master and Student Bond category characters, so again, like Gohan, Piccolo type characters. Here we need 2 Vegeta family category characters for stage 7. Stage 8, we need a Goku family category character, and then stage 9, we need an Entrusted Will category character. So if we go back, let's go ahead and jump into stage 1 right here, and if we take a look, the team I've built will be able to do all of that, right? So, you know, Messenger from the future, we have the STR Trunks. Turtle School character, we've got the Krillin. Earthling character, again, we have the Krillin. We have a Hybrid Saiyan character. We've got the Gohan, Trunks, and Trunks. 3 characters containing Z Fighters. The last 3 have it. The Spirit Bomb Goku from the Turles movie, as well as the Z-Sword Trunks. Well, not Z-Sword, but the Sword Trunks from the Tapion movie. And then, of course, the Piccolo from the Metal Cooler movie all have Z Fighter. 2 Master and Student Bond characters. Again, the Trunkses, the Gohan, Piccolo are all Master and Student Bond. We have the 2 Vegeta family Trunks characters. We have the Goku family character, of course, Gohan and Goku here. And then the Entrusted Will, I know Trunks is on Entrusted Will. So, let's just go ahead and hop in. You know, let's take... Oh, I didn't turn the scenario on yet, did I? Damn it. Hold on. I'm actually just going to immediately back out. Whatever. We'll waste our stamina. We're going to back out. The point of me recording these is we need to get the story, dude. It's very important, okay? To experience the gripping story. I mean, I actually do really like the BOJACK movie. The BOJACK movie to me is one of my favorites, right? Because, you know, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan has always just been the nastiest. I love him so much. You know what's funny is this BOJACK movie, there actually still is a lot that they can go back and do from this movie. Most of the characters from this movie don't really have great representation in Dokkan, right? Like, they easily could give us a Krillin. Like, if we look at the movie hero category, right, which I guess we can in a second, there's no, like, Krillin really in, like, his typical outfit, right? Like, you know, like, okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. Okay, so here's the movie hero category team, right? If we look, there's no, like, Krillin. Like just in like his normal sort of like outfit. Like we got the Buu Saga Krillin right there, and then there's also the Krillin from the second Broly movie. But like we don't have just like a normal Krillin, right? Like there's actually so many characters that they could introduce from this movie. I do think BOJACK, like full power BOJACK, deserves like a new standalone card. I think that would be really cool to see. This Gohan right here doesn't have a Dokkan Fest. This Gohan from the BoJack movie, you know, it's sort of like in Goku's outfit. I know a lot of people like sort of like this as Gohan's best look in the series, right? The way, you know, Gohan looked in this BoJack movie. And then, of course, Trunks. Also, we need a Hercule with that. Like, we need a Hercule of that, like, art right there. And then Trunks. A lot of people think that this is sort of like Trunks' best look, too, from the BoJack movie. So it's like, we don't have a Trunks, a Super Saiyan Trunks from this BoJack movie. We don't. The Super Saiyan Trunks that we have on our team, that's from the first Broly movie, right? But there's no Trunks from this one. Matter of fact, there's not really like a Super Saiyan Vegeta either, right? Like we have the, you know, like I'm talking about like the typical sort of like Cell Saga era Vegeta. We sort of have one from the Metal Cooler movie, but you know, he's like battle damaged and stuff like that. That's why it's like, I know it's easy to think like, oh, like, you know, maybe like Dokkan could be in trouble, right? Because there's, you know, there's not like new Dragon Ball content or anything like that recently, but like there's actually still so much for them to cover because so much happens in the series, right? Like you're talking about a series that's been around for, you know, over 30 years at this point, right? Like, you know, Dragon Ball is closer to 40 years old. So it's like you just have so much that we could go to in terms of the movies and all this content, and there's still a lot they could do, right? Like, they gave Dokkan Fest recently to Videl, Captain Ginyu, Raditz, Pikkon, you know, all sort of, like, lower, like, hype characters. So it's like, I still feel like there's probably a lot of different, like, avenues they could go in to release a lot of characters in the future, right? You know, all of BoJack's minions, I feel like, could potentially get, like, standalone units. Do we have, like, we don't really have just, like, an Angel Goku, in Movie Heroes either that they potentially could drop from this movie, right? Like, we do have the LR, like, Angel Goku and Vegeta from the Gogeta movie, but, you know, they could easily drop, like, so, I don't know, they could do, like, a dual Dokkan Fest. I mean, I think Gohan and BoJack as a dual Dokkan Fest could work, because Gohan is there. The banner unit could easily just be Angel Goku, right? Like, boom, you know, base form Angel Goku. You could make him, I don't know, like a movie hero support unit or something like that, or like a defensive unit. Because, I mean, Goku's role in this movie was, I don't know, to break the laws of reality or whatever the hell he did. Like, it really doesn't make any sense. I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter too much, but like Goku, like, you know, I could see him being like a nasty support unit to come out alongside a Gohan. And then BoJack, I mean, maybe for BoJack, they could just make like all of BoJack's minions a banner unit, right? So it's like, you know, we have the LR with all of BoJack's minions, and then maybe they just make all 4 of them could just be like one unit, right? Or the 5 of them, right? We have Gokua, Beto, Bujin, Zangia, and Gokua. Wait, hold on. Did I mess it up? Okay, we have Gokua, Bujin, Beto, Zangia. Actually, that is it. 4? Dude, my brain. Yeah, okay, there's the 4 of them. Yeah, the 4 of them, man. And then BoJack is number 5. Yeah. So you could have the 4 of them in the one card, right? You know, look at what they did for Ginyu, right? Like, if they had just dropped Dokkan Fest Ginyu by himself, he certainly would not have been the craziest unit of all time, for sure. But by dropping, you know, Raccoon Goldo and then dropping the Birder and Jace with him, they made him really good. They could still do that for a lot of, like, movie villain type characters, right? There's still a lot that can be done. It is funny, too. They're going to release one of these Dragon Ball stories for every single movie, so we still have a lot to go. There hasn't really been, like, cutscenes yet, though, right? Like, one thing I'm very interested in seeing from these sort of events is kind of like the cutscenes that happen, right? But this is where, like, I feel like they do drop these sometimes a little bit too early. Like, I know apparently they went ahead and they updated some of the assets in the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga one. Like, they created, like, a new baby, like sort of like enemy card, right? And they put it into the Black Star Dragon Ball story. So, I mean, it's cool if they're going to be adding sort of like more, like, so like, okay, they'll drop one of these Dragon Ball stories, and then they're not afraid to like sort of like update its assets or change its assets as time goes on too. I mean, that certainly would be good, right? Them like sort of like continuing to upgrade just like the sort of the aesthetic of a lot of this stuff. I do think that is important, right? And it's like, you know, I don't know how many new players are constantly coming into the game, but there certainly would be some new players, right? So it's good to sort of make like a lot of this stuff like just a little bit more visually appealing. Like, I like the idea of these sort of like Dragon Ball story events. One thing I would say though is that I will always say this. They got us really hyped when they started it out by dropping, what was it? Version ZLR Goku with the Saiyan Saga one, right? So I just see no reason why each of these couldn't come with some sort of free-to-play LR. So it's like, what would the free-to-play LR be here from the BOJACK movie one? I don't know. Yeah, okay, so that's essentially the Trunks from the Broly movie, but okay. Then there's BOJACK. I don't know. Who would be the free-to-play LR? Would they just do like a bunch of the Z fighters or something like that? I guess they could potentially even make like, what if the free-to-play LR from this movie was like Vegeta and Trunks or something? I don't know. This one would be a bit trickier, right? Because it's like, I guess the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga was also the same thing, where it's like, you know, I've got this idea that each of these should introduce a free-to-play LR, but it's like, who is the LR actually going to be, right? Like, I don't know, maybe I had mentioned the you know, BoJack's 4 minions as a banner unit. Maybe they could have been the free-to-play LR to sort of help buff BoJack up a little bit, right? I think that would not have been the worst idea ever. Oh, hey, look, that was that art right there. That was from the SSR of the STR Vegito unit. Okay. And yeah, like all these characters, I do think deserve like at least a decent unit. They're getting they're getting a lot of value out of that one BoJack asset right there. I mean, it does look very good, right? That's sort of like BoJack standing there, but they're definitely getting their they're definitely getting their value out of that one. Oh boy, yeah. See, like that's where like Yamcha and Tien, like sort of like Cell or Android Saga, definitely deserve like better characters. Like, I think Dokkan is gonna circle back around and eventually get like a lot of this handled, but you know, we're just sort of moving through time. Remember that it's like, you know, each sort of like celebration that comes out. So like right now we're sort of like in Golden Week, which is typically one of the more like hype celebrations of the year. It is one of the dual Dokkan Fest celebrations of the year, right? So because of that, you can expect them to release, you know, Saiyan characters, right? Like we just got 2 Goku and Gohan units essentially during this Golden Week celebration. Not surprising, it's a major hype period. But we can expect, you know, sort of the in-between periods, so like, you know, October, November, typically usually like the maybe like the start of April or something like that is where we can get sort of like these like sub characters and like sort of like different stuff, right? But like right now what we're moving into after this is sort of, there should be a Dokkan Fest, I think, at the end of May, start of June. Now, I would caution people that things might be a bit different this year because of the movie. So I don't know, maybe there's a Dokkan Fest earlier, or maybe there's a Dokkan Fest a little bit later and it's the movie stuff. It's hard to say for sure. But we're probably going to have a lot of hype stuff moving forward. Yeah, so far they haven't really done a lot of... Yeah, they're not really doing like a lot of the cutscenes and stuff like that. Because see, like, the Saiyan Saga one, you could tell they put a lot more effort into that. Because there was a lot of these different, like, animations, right? Like, we saw, you know, Piccolo doing the special beam cannon, Kid Gohan sort of doing his attack. A lot of those were sort of, like, in that story event, and they don't really have a lot of that in here. And, like, even some of the assets I'm looking at that they're using in here are kind of subpar, right? So, like, maybe, like, you know, that Piccolo, which is just, like, you know, one of the default sort of, like, SSRs that first came out, or like the Yamcha and Tien art that they've been using, that's the type of stuff that could be updated, right, as time goes on. And that would make sense since again, they did just update Baby, right? Baby just had in the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga one just got updated. I think we could probably continue to see them sort of like revise these Dragon Ball story events and just sort of make these look better overall. I think that would be a very good idea for Dokkan to do. Let me do this Goku right here. I do think we probably should get like a base form Goku Dokkan Fest from the movies. I don't know which one though, because basically the second, third, and fourth movies end the same. This Goku just spirit bombing Dr. Wheelo, Turles, and Lord Slug all just get spirit bombed out of there, right? All three of them. So it's like you could almost make like a Dokkan Fest base Goku, sort of from like all three of those Gokus combined, right? The second, third, and fourth movie. Although keep in mind the fourth movie, the Lord Slug movie, that's the one that has got you know, full Super Saiyan in there, which I mean we're never gonna see full Super Saiyan, I think, be an actual unit in these games. Remember that it's in no games, because what it was, I think at the time, was just Toei Animation's interpretation of what Super Saiyan was. That's why, because like if it's not in Heroes, then we really shouldn't expect it to be in like Dokkan or something like that too, right? So it's like, you know, like Moro is not in Heroes, so it's like I'm not expecting Moro to come to Dokkan before Heroes, right? That's a big thing. Was that the chain battle art they just used right there? Holy shit! Okay, that was the chain battle art. Okay, I'm gonna avoid these fights. Oh well, never. Psych. I guess I'm not. I was gonna say I'm gonna avoid these fights. There's no reason to fight these guys. I mean, I guess maybe this could be a good link leveling stage. No, I don't think so. Typically, remember what makes a good link leveling stage would be fights that potentially have a lot of them that are like a quest stage, or like a fight that would have a lot of stop signs. If these were all stop signs, I think it would be a little bit different. And this potentially... Okay, dude, are we only just going to get once? We're just going to get once? We got to fight Beto, too? I was like, what is this? Just infinite ones on our way to fighting our boy BOJACK right here. Oh, there's that. Okay, so that's the art they're going to use for Vegeta. It's just the, sort of like the transforming Vegeta. And then that art right there. Wait, what was that art? Off the top of my head, I don't know where that Super Saiyan Vegeta art is from right there. Was that new? Yeah, I don't know where that was from, actually. Most of this I could place, like, okay, like it's like a card art, or, you know, that's taken from this part of like a super attack animation or something like that. I don't recognize where that Vegeta art, like this one, right? That's the art, you know, the Vegeta that fights Android 19. That's the World Tournament SSR right there. But that one art... Oh, okay, here we go. Nice. All right, finally. All right, they even had his active skill, like, voice in there. Okay, good. Good. I wonder if... Do you think they potentially could have, like, a BOJACK... Maybe, like, another transforming BOJACK? Because remember, BOJACK in Legends, there's a transforming BOJACK who transforms during an attack. I wonder if they could do that in Dokkan, right? Because remember, like, BOJACK is sort of like hitting, I think it is Vegeta, right? BOJACK is attacking Vegeta, and like his clothes are exploding off of him, and then he transforms. I feel like that potentially could be like an active skill attack by BOJACK, and then he could transform. Many characters, they could do like new sort of like transformation animations as intros, right? Intros so far is something that Dokkan has not really spammed, right? We've only got a few characters that actually have intros. The last character with an intro was Majin Vegeta, right? I think there's what, 6 intro characters in the game, I think. The 2 7th anniversary LRs. You have STR Kaioken Goku and the LR Grid Vegeta. They have the animation intros. You have the Int Majin Vegeta has got one. And then I think the LR Gohan, Goten, and Trunks also has got one, right? Poor Gokua, by the way. It's so funny. Gokua was a menace in Dragon Ball Legends for a long time. Like, when I say Goku was a menace, he was a menace. Gokua destroyed Dragon Ball, the shit out of Dragon Ball Legends for a long time. Huge anti-hybrid Saiyan, like, character, right? And it's like, it's funny because in the movie, Goku gets, like, destroyed by Trunks very early on, right? Oh! The support memory's playing. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, because I think they didn't play the support memory in the Battle of Gods one, did they? I can't remember, but okay, that looks good. So we've had BOJACK's transformation. We've had, you know, Goku saving Gohan. I'm sure, like, Gohan's Super Saiyan 2 transformation, it's his active skill, right? They gotta play that. I'm gonna be ready. I'm gonna turn up the audio. If I had known BOJACK's scream was going to be played with the audio, I would have turned it up a little bit for that one, right? Alright, so, I mean, I enjoy these when we're getting that, right? When they're actually playing, like, you know, these cutscenes and stuff like that. I think that's actually kind of, like, fun. It's like a little bit of a new spin, sort of, on these story events. So let's see, is this going to play Gohan's transformation right away? God, my goat. Those definitely don't hit as hard without the OST, right? Is there? Oh yeah, this is like a OST it's been in for a while. Okay, okay. Yeah, it definitely does not hit without the OST playing, the active skill OST. They probably, that is one thing they could do. They should add that in. Because it's like, you know, Gohan was doing his voice acting, but that OST wasn't playing behind it. That's the TUR for BOJACK. Okay. All right, not bad. I definitely did enjoy that, you know, getting, like, the voice acting and stuff like that. That's why it's so important, I think, for characters to have active skills. Because we're going to be able to play those animations. And I guess intros and stuff like that. As Dokkan continues to release units, like, I'm sure eventually we're going to get a Majin Buu Saga Dragon Ball story event. And they'll definitely have, you know, Majin Vegeta hugging Trunks, his intro animation. And then, of course, they would, you know, have the final explosion in there. Both of those are going to be pretty sick later on to get those in, like, these sort of, like, Dragon Ball story events. It'll probably work a lot better for, like, the Saga ones, where you're going to have so many different characters, right? Think about even, like, the Planet Namek Saga one, right? Where, you know, we would have, whatchamacallit? We would have, like, you know, the, Vegeta's death would definitely be one that's played, you know, Goku's active skill, you know, like finishing off Frieza would be another would be played. Those will be cool to see. I don't think that they need to make these Dragon Ball stories come out any more frequently. I mean, this is already the third of the year, right? They released the Black Star Dragon Ball Saga 1 in January. I want to say in March, they released the other one. What was the next one? It was Battle of Gods. And then now here in May, they've released the BOJACK movie. Oh, it didn't play the animation for that, though, huh? I feel like they potentially could have played that. I mean, it looks fine. Hey, at least we got the two essential, like, essentially the transformations, right? I think there's still one more stage, right? There is 10 stages. What is the next stage? It's a stage where we get Zenny, right? Like, is this gonna be against Hercule? They gotta make that Hercule a card, man. I love his outfit in this movie. All right, so there's that one, and then yeah, we got one more stage to take down. After we do this stage, we should have all of the missions done, and we should have access to the support memory. Yeah, okay, so this is just a fight against Hercule. Hey, Krillin! Okay. Alright, so this is just a fight against Hercule. I wonder, is this a lot of Zenny right here? How much is this? Oh, no. It's nothing. Okay. Yeah, dude, I'm salty! I'm salt! I want this Hercule! Like, this Mr. Satan card right here. I want this! Like, no! Just only, like, a boss fight? Like, come on, man. His outfit is so clean in this movie. I need it. Hey, remember, he helps defeat BOJACK when he kind of, like, flies in there, right? And kind of, like, frees Gohan momentarily. So, hey, you know, Mr. Satan, he kind of helps a little bit. And then this is a stage to farm up Zenny statues. I still would say if you're going to farm up Zenny, though, you probably don't want to do it here. You'd probably want to do it, you know, from Easy Ace for sure. But there we go. There is the BOJACK Dragon Ball story. I enjoy it. I do wish we had more animation sort of in here, but there's just really not too many, like, high, I guess premium characters is what I call it, right? There's not really a lot of, like, LRs and Dokkan Fests from this movie to sort of pull, like, a lot of really good animations from. We essentially just have the BOJACK Dokkan Fest and then the Gohan LR. That's it. That's all we got of any real major note from this movie, right? All right, so here, let's head back. Let's go to the mission tab over here. And we should have completed all of them. I could have done it from over there, but I must confess, I do like the way it looks over here a little bit better. All right, load. Faster. Faster, JP Dokkan. Yep, we got it all taken down. I want to see the picture. No, load! No! God damn it! The loading in this game. All right, there we go. All right, we're good. We're good. Now it actually loaded. I'll tell you, you global players, man, you guys have definitely got a way made over me sometimes. Yeah, there we go. I'm a little bit finicky, but there we go. All right, so let's go ahead and grab all this. We got the BOJACK Dragon Ball story completed, and then thus we have the support memory all done as well. So, like usual, I'll do a video on this sometime soon. We got another one. This is definitely, I think, a good moment to have as a support memory. So let me know what you guys think of these Dragon Ball story events. Thanks, guys, for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.